Morning.
Oh, okay. Tanya and I teamed up in September.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's almost our anniversary. So it's really actually an exciting time in my business and for our team because so I had a baby a year ago right now, and so the year before that I was pregnant. So for the past couple of years, like Tanya came into my life in September, and not that it's a new team, but it's almost like this whole new, fresh thing that we're doing together. And I searched for a success partner up through September. Like I kissed a lot of frogs, not that they were frogs, but I was their frog too. Like we just, you know what I mean? It really is kind of like dating in a way. Like we just jive, we match, and we bring out the best in each other. And it's so fun to do this with our teams. And I hope that you already are getting a feel for that, all the new faces that we see on here that, just we collaborate, we're creative together, we work together, we have that community. And we're working on, like, we're always trying to improve for you guys, make things better, make things easier, and help find ways for you to be meeting those goals, whatever they are. So I think we're actually going to share a little bit of that tonight, some new things that we have been collaborating on too. So I'm a mom of 4. My kids are almost 15, almost 12, 9, and 1. And I've been doing this, like I said, for 6 years. I'm a former teacher, and I did replace my teacher's income with Beachbody. So that's me.
And you are where are you located?
Oh, I'm in Rhode Island.
Okay.
And I went to Stonehill too, Kim. Yes. I don't know, like, I feel like we probably, like everyone at Stonehill, like just the faces. And yep. You do look familiar, but like, I don't know. I think you were younger than me. Were you Jackie? What year did you graduate?
That was 2003.
Okay. Yeah, you guys were I was 02. But you were 03 too, right?
You and Jackie keep trying to bring me up a couple of years. I'm not letting it happen. I graduated in 04. I am a youngin'.
Okay. Sheila's the Stonehill baby.
Yeah.
But so nice to see you guys.
You too.
Chrissy. Yeah, and I forgot, I'm in Maine. For those, I live in Newcastle, Maine, and I am a mom of 3, but we have moms, single people, we have all different age groups. So Sheila, you are absolutely not the baby in our team, I'm sorry to say, but you can dream that. So anyways, yes. And Rebecca is one of my veteran coaches. So glad that she's joined. She gives great advice. So if you ever are on a call with her and you watched her in the coach apprenticeship, she gave a wonderful little live, her very first live, and she did awesome. She's done calls for us in the past. Holly is one of my new coaches that started a couple weeks ago with NBF. She is a teacher. Is it first grade? Holly is a first grade teacher. And then, so she started with NBF. And then Rebecca, do you want to introduce Marcy?
Sure. Marcy, I'm so excited to see you here. I wasn't sure if you were going to join. So, yeah, Marcy.
Watching the clock all night, like 8:30. I just have to make it till 8:30.
Awesome. Yay. Awesome. Well, and I was like, 8 o'clock, new coaches. And then right after because I created a group for the Inspire people. And then I was like, oh, wait, no, 8:30. So.
Well, interestingly enough, I don't actually check my Facebook Messenger that often. So I'm like,
okay, I should text you instead. Yeah. So no, Marcy is a new coach, and I'm super excited. We've been connecting over Beachbody and workouts and things like that, but also our sons are in the same grade in high school, and her daughter just graduated. And she's just awesome, and I'm super excited that you're here. And yeah, let's go. I don't want to take over. I don't know what the agenda is. So I'm like, don't want to talk too much.
You're muted. Tanya, you're muted.
Jackie, do you want to introduce Kim?
Hi guys. So I'm Jackie, and I actually went to school with Chrissy and Sheila and Kim. We all went to school together in this tiny little Catholic school in Massachusetts, like 2,200 kids or something crazy. But we're all reunited, and it feels so good. So I'm a mom of 3, former semi-part-time actor still. We'll see how that goes after the COVID. I used to run an acting studio. I sold it last year, and I needed something because I was like going crazy. And I've been watching Chrissy for 6 years, and I finally was like, okay, let's do this. So I started on my day one as a coach. I didn't even try Beachbody. I just went all in. So that was on March 2nd of this year. And thank the Lord I did that during the pandemic, because I would have gone crazy. So 2 of my coaches are on tonight. Kim is one, and then Angie just joined us. So do you guys want me to introduce you, or do you want to just introduce yourselves?
I can talk if you want me to.
You guys talk. I talk too much.
So hi everybody, I'm Kim, and yes, I went to Stonehill as well. Some of you guys that went to Stonehill may be a little bit familiar. I coached the step team Ruckus there, so you might have seen me doing stuff. Yeah. So I did that for a little bit, so I do have a bit of I guess coaching experience in a way. I am a mom of 2. I am a stay-at-home mom right now, but when I'm actually out working, not being a stay-at-home mom, I'm usually doing cleaning up messes in healthcare. So I'm on like the revenue cycle, kind of red tape type crazy stuff. I joined Beachbody in June. It was the end of June this year. So I'm really fresh with it. Still don't know a lot about it. I've completed 2 programs so far. I'm almost done with my 3rd one. And I became a coach just last week. Still not really knowing what to do. So I'm learning as I'm going. I'm loving everybody's feedback, all the posts that everybody's been doing, the videos. It's really informative. It's really helping. It's kind of feeling like a huge crash course right now, but it's great. And I'm really positive about it, pumped about it. And that's me.
Thank you so much, Kim. And Angie, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Hey, well, I'm Angie, and I am a special ed teacher. I've been teaching for 20 years. I joined Beachbody middle of March, I believe, is when Jackie started kind of talking to me about it. I've been following Jackie, and I've been following Chrissy as well. And I decided just to join Beachbody. And then Jackie said that I was doing such a good job at posting things to become a coach. So I started coaching. Kind of struggling, with getting people, but I have 2 people. But I have to admit, I haven't been really pushing it as much as I should be because I just moved. So it's been a hectic summer, but I do love the workouts. I started working out, and I've been through, I think, 4 21-day challenges, 2 clean weeks. I can't even tell you how many workouts I've been through, and I've been going ever since. So I love it.
Great. Nice to meet you, Angie. Sheila, you want to introduce yourself?
All right, I'm cooking dinner. I had to flip my burger. Hi, I'm Sheila, and I went to Stonehill with Chrissy and Jackie and Kim, but didn't really even know Chrissy there. I mean, as you said, kind of like everyone knows everyone, but like didn't necessarily hang out. I've been doing Beachbody programs on and off for like 6 or 7 years, and when I've stuck with them, I've had awesome results and have loved it. And then I go, have gone away from it, but now I'm back, and I've been coaching since February, and I'm really loving it. And Angie, what you were saying about kind of feeling like, oh, you're getting people here and there, I felt like that for the first couple months. Like, I feel like it just clicks at some point. So to those of you who feel that way, don't worry about it. It comes with a little bit of time and familiarity with kind of the business and what we're doing and that kind of thing. But oh, and I live in Massachusetts. I'm from Quincy, but I live in Salem now, and I'm a teacher. I teach high school. So English. That's it.
Thanks, Sheila.
I didn't know if Marcy wanted to say anything else. To
Yeah, I
introduce
wanted
herself.
Yeah, I wanted to say, Marcy, if you want to say a little bit more about you.
Definitely, I can do that. So I'm Marcy. I'm a single mom of 2. My daughter just graduated, as Rebecca said, and my son is going to be a junior this year. I work for the Department of Education in Maine as a preschool program monitor, which is a new position. I actually started, so the position is going into public pre-K programs, observing, assessing, compliance, that sort of thing. And I started literally the day the schools closed down in March 16th. So it's been a little bit crazy. And then 2 weeks later, I was sent home to work from home. And so it's been a little bit crazy. And I've been feeling like my commute is literally 5 steps, which is kind of nice to save on gas, but at the same time, getting to know people at work is kind of hard. So, but yeah, so that's what I do. And I live in Maine, also in Nobleboro, which is, 5 miles both from Rebecca and Tanya. I started the journey, I would say a couple of years ago, just doing challenges, joining challenges with Tanya, but doing my own sort of thing, not necessarily the Beachbody thing. I'm more of an outside sort of, I don't want to be in front of a screen. I want to be outside walking, with the dog, that sort of thing. And it worked out really well. And so recently, I would say in the past 3 to 4 to 5 months, maybe, Rebecca got in touch with me, and we, it just kind of, it was the right time. It wasn't the right time before, and now it is. So now I'm here. So, and I'm a new coach as of I don't know, 3 days ago, a week ago, maybe, something like that.
Yes. Holly, did you want to add anything or share a little bit about yourself?
I've been doing Beachbody since, Addie's 10, so 8 or 9 years, pretty consistently, and I would pop in and out of groups, but I think MBF has lit a fire. I would get up and work out and everything was good, and it was just routine, but now I'm excited to do it, so I'm excited. So I guess that's it. Oh, where did my sound go? Tanya, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Oh, and Holly's the mama 3 too. And her son played hockey with my son, but they're different ages, or a grade apart. Rebecca, did you want to add anything?
I have 2 kids. My son is a junior and my daughter is going to be a freshman. And I actually work in a high school too. I'm a behavioral health clinician, LCSW full-time in a high school, but obviously did telehealth, and I don't work in the summer. I have the same schedule as teachers have. So, and my husband is a teacher, and we have 2 cats. And so, yeah, my family's all here in Maine, and I love Beachbody. I love every new program that comes out. I'm like, this is my favorite. And I actually mean it, for real. But except I'm on the last 2 days of 80-day obsession right now, and I'm just so annoyed that Autumn is doing these hour-long workouts. Who does that? No. I love her, but I'm just being honest. But and I love the shakes, and I'm super excited. I just had one of my new coaches signed a coach, and I was like, this is my new favorite thing in the world, is building a team. I couldn't even believe it. I told my daughter, and she was like, that's nice. I don't even know what you're talking about. But I was like, this is so awesome. I just helped somebody get, you know, and we just did it together, and I helped her get her friend all set up under her. And it was just like the best feeling in the world. So I don't know, I could go on and on. Love it.
You have a Beachbody grandbaby.
Oh, Rebecca, you missed it. Our new name, okay. Rebecca, our new name is Albergeron. Team Albergeron. Get it? And you guys are our first babies, and now we have grandbabies together. We're so excited.
I kid not. No, that's our great grandbaby.
Oh, that's our great grandbaby. Oh my God, we're old. Okay. We're gonna move through this quick. You guys, our team. Oh yes, Jackie.
I just wanted to represent the South.
Oh yes.
I forgot to say where we live. So Angie and I are both in Georgia. We're among all of the COVID patients. And I don't know, Kim, did you say where you were from? I don't.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm from Massachusetts, and I'm actually not far from Sheila. I'm in Hanover. I'm south of Boston.
Great.
I used to play softball against people in Hanover all the time.
Nice.
You know the Bordelottis?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
I actually was born in Massachusetts. I lived in Norwell until I was 6.
Ah,
Nice.
right near you, and that's where I did my student teaching is Norwell.
Yay.
Small world.
That's awesome. So our team calls are just a great place to just reconnect with everybody and to see each other live and to be together as a team. So we're really excited that you're here. Chrissy, do you want to go ahead and just jump right into like the team prep? Did you get my list? Okay. Okay.
I got it.
You can go.
Okay. So the first thing we wanted to talk to you guys about was the Team Cup. I'm not sure if anyone has ever been here for Team Cup before. You were, Sheila, in February?
I did it my first month, and I was like, what am I doing?
Yes. And you were like, I don't know.
No, it's good. I learned a lot. I was with Tanya and a few other people, and I learned a lot. I just felt bad because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get any people, but but I learned a lot. So it was a really good experience.
And yeah, I lamely didn't, and then I think I got like 12 Success Club points that month. So I was like, oh, I felt terrible.
So I think it can feel a little bit, you know, and I know that when I was early on and like I think my first team, Candace asked me to be on the team. There's some pressure that I felt pressure because, and it just is pressure I put on myself because I'm like, am I going to get points? Am I going to be why they win or they don't? You know, none of us are probably going to be the Team Cup winner in all. I mean, if you guys want to, like, okay, you know, the Albergerons will do this. But really the point, our goal for Team Cup is for us to work together and really focus on the people that are in that team. Not that we won't be focusing on everyone, but, you know, to really just be daily checking in and getting you guys working your businesses, stretching yourselves a little bit, hitting some goals, feeling those successes. So you get your Team Cup points are Success Club points. So it's really what you're already doing, just kind of a little more focus. You also get points for rank advancement, right, Tanya? Rank advancement.
I can't remember.
Yes, you do. It's rank advancement, Success Club points, and there might be one other thing. And then basically Beachbody, though, it's not too hard to get like one of the tier prizes, which is cool. So they have a couple of different tiers of prizes that you win. And like the winner gets a huge trophy. You go to the headquarters in California. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work out with COVID-19, but essentially that's what you do. You're recognized at Summit. So it's a pretty cool thing. But you know, our goal is really like, okay, let's just work together every day, sharing what we're doing with you. You're sharing what you're doing, just collaborating, working as a team, giving you our time, to just grow your business with us in August. So don't be afraid. And we really want like all of you to do it. So, and there's enough of us that we can make several teams. So we really, really want you guys to sign up. We just need your email and your coach ID. And if you want to make your own team, like say Jackie wants to pull a couple of team members with her and you need a couple fill-ins, you just let us know, hey, I need a girl or two or a guy. And we can get your teams filled. It's teams of 5.
Yep. Yeah. And just, it's free to sign up and you get in the running for extra prizes. So like if you hit Success Club, which a lot of you guys are going for Success Club, you get a free t-shirt. And then if your whole team gets Success Club, you get this cool director's chair. So there's fun prizes.
Stop it.
Yeah. And it's got
I'm
like
putting that in my office.
really
I'm
cool.
sitting in my office that is not an office yet, but
You
and
get
I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna sit in that. We'll all sit in our chairs on team calls and just be like, Jackie, you need that chair.
Oh yeah.
I just want to know if I could use it at a baseball game. If baseball ever happens again.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. So anyways, and we will, new coaches, we have a team call on Tuesday where we will explain about Success Club, about Success Club Starter on Tuesday at 8 p.m. So put that in your calendar. That's Tuesday, and Candace is actually going to join us and meet you guys. So if anybody wants to, even existing coaches like Kim, a different Kim, joined us for our new coach call last time. So if any veteran coaches, or if you feel like you are a new coach, even though you've been coaching for a couple years, you can still join us. We'll be happy to have you. So that's on Tuesday. And then we will talk about Success Club, but we would love as many of you to do Team Cup. It doesn't hurt to just to encourage you to kind of step out of your comfort zone. And then, yes, Chrissy, you want to do the next thing?
Yes. Okay. So we just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about mindset. And, you know, this might not pertain to you today, but maybe at some point it probably will, because it still pertains to me a lot. So we know, because we still are uncomfortable very regularly, sometimes in our business, because we are in the business of connecting with other people, talking to them, inviting them to look at information, join our group, right? We know at the end of that, we're going to be showing them package options, and sometimes it's like, what, right? So I was actually speaking with Sheila one night this week, and I was telling her the first thing that helps me is that I never reach out to someone and say, do you want to join me and be a coach of my team? Or do you want to buy a challenge pack for me? Like that's never what I reach out and say. I'm always first just connecting, bringing people in. That's why the community pages are great to have. And then yes, when I'm inviting to coaching or a challenge group, it's always just an invite to look at some information. So I have this coach apprenticeship. You know, I thought of you because do you want to come check it out, come learn more. And same thing with the challenge groups. I've been doing this thing for a while. I'm getting great results. I love this about it. I'm gathering up some people to do it with me. I thought of you because would you like to check out some more info on it? So I'm always just inviting them to look at more information. But here's the thing, okay? So it all boils down to what really helps you in the end to do this is to do it. So I know that that's like, whoa, wow, light bulb. But I know that's not like anything mind blowing, but honestly, the way to build your confidence with it is to actually just do it a little bit each day. The more you do it, the better you get at it, the more comfortable you are with it. Sometimes people will say to me, like, I'm so excited and I don't want to come at someone too much. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So I heard a bunch of you even say tonight, it wasn't the right time for you, right? A lot of you had said that, one, two, three, I think four at least said at some point you thought about Beachbody, it wasn't the right time. Now's the time, right? So it's never going to be like, you're never going to like really, if someone really wants to do it, they're going to do it. And if someone doesn't, they're going to come back at another time. But really what's going to build that confidence is taking the action, having the conversations, and doing the inviting. So for some of you to like, you can kind of think about what is a better way for you. So for some people, it is the people like in their warm market, right? It's like their best friend, their mom, whoever, that they really feel like, okay, I'm just going to be like, can you just do this with me? You're my best friend. For me, I actually, although some of those people were my first people, a lot of them came to me because I was posting, but for me to reach out, I do better with people that aren't in that circle, so you'll find your way. Not that I don't reach out to people in my circle, but you see what I'm saying? Just start with one person, and each time you do it, first of all, you're going to start getting some good feedback, and that's going to keep building your confidence. And second of all, you're just going to feel, the more you talk about it, the more you share, the better, the more your confidence is going to build of actually doing it. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Chrissy. Yeah, I actually had that conversation with Allison today. So everybody is just about doing it. The more you do it, the better. Okay. We are just going to go over what is going on with this upcoming, the rest of July and August. I guess I need to share my screen with you guys. That would help. So this should be on did you post this on your team page, Chrissy? Did you post the calendars? Rebecca, did I post the calendars on the team page? I think I did. Okay. I can't really hear you, Chrissy, but I can't hear you, Chrissy. Oh.
This is the new one, right?
This is the new one.
I did not put the new one yet.
Okay. So in your team page, if you're on Chrissy's team, if Chrissy's your upline, it'll be in her page probably tonight. If you are in Core Inspiration, it'll be in our page, and this is something you want to print off. So I just want to explain, we just started this system. We're trying to get organized and make sure that everybody's kind of on the same page, because it's just good to know what's happening, and to have to not have to just jump around and be scattered and not know what's going on. So on your calendar this week right now is the coach apprenticeship, which a lot of you are participating in, and we're also in our second week of BOD boot camp. So every month we are going to have a BOD boot camp, which takes place in our BOD group app. It's a 3-week group. It'll always start. This is the little, can you see my cursor? Okay, so here is I posted this in my Team Core Inspiration page too, so you can see the monthly schedule. There is always a team call on the first and third Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. of every month. The second group, as you are adding coaches, there will be a new coach series. So all of you new coaches will be starting your coach series on Tuesday. It always starts the fourth Tuesday at 8:30. because it comes right after our coach apprenticeship. And then you will join at 8 o'clock before our team calls on those Thursdays. So you don't have to show up another day. You just show up a half an hour early. We're just going to fill you in on some extra stuff to get you going. Then our 3-week BOD boot camp happens every month. It starts the second Monday of every month. The third week of that BOD boot camp, and you'll be able to print this off and read it, but the third week of the BOD boot camp is always a sneak peek. So our BOD boot camp is for anybody that has a BOD membership, but that third week, we always have people that are curious, but they're not yet ready to buy, and they're not ready to sign up. They can have a free Beachbody account. All they need is an email address and a login that you're going to send to them through Share a Cart. And you can talk to your coach, or in my Team Core Inspiration page, it's in the unit section. There's a little video you can watch. They don't have to put a credit card in, and they get 20 different workouts, including Clean Week, a meal plan, and being part of the BOD boot camp, they'll get a special menu plan and email. We are, and then the last one is the coach apprenticeship is always the third Monday of every month, so that you can invite new people, friends. Even if you're a new coach, invite to the coach apprenticeship. I think that was one of my biggest regrets, is I didn't invite people to coach. I just invited to challengers. I would really hope that everybody's starting off, because obviously you're new and you're starting off and you're excited. So why wouldn't anybody else be excited to just get started? You know, even if you're new to BOD, it's a new adventure. Let's do this together. Be my partner, be my accountability partner, and let's just build a business together, because you have friends. We all have friends that you know you would just love to work with and love to have as a partner. So start inviting, and that's why we have this opportunity to invite to the coach apprenticeship. So this week, how the calendar works is you'll see these little color blocks. I tried to coordinate. These are every week. We try to, for those that are more experienced coaches, we try to post and share on our page. So this week, on the Sunday before the week, this week we're inviting to MBF, and we're inviting to our free week in the BOD boot camp. So that's what's going on right now, because MBF, it goes on sale on the 27th. See, the 27th. So that's why we were inviting to it the week before. The free week is also the last week in July. So that's why the week before you invite to free week. So some people want to know, like, what do I invite to? I don't know. There's always going to be something that you're going to focus your posts on and what you're going to focus your invites to. And so this upcoming week, you're going to be inviting to our next boot camp, which will be in August. I'll show you on the calendar, and you're going to invite to MBF, because that will also start August 3rd. And another thing that we're going to be doing, so our coach leaders that are in this call right now, or who are listening, we are going to be calling you guys to kind of work with us to do some of the coach calls. So BOD boot camp is going to have a, like, what do we call it? A challenger call or whatever. So like this Sunday, Sheila is going to host, that's the wrong topic, but Sheila's going to host a achieve success call. She's going to just share 3 tips. They're just short calls. She's going to share 3 tips that help her to be successful, and then she's going to take questions. And actually, our first Getting Started Right call for our BOD boot camp, this is something where to be part of the VIP group, there's a VIP group in the BOD boot camp. Those are people that have had a purchase the month before. Okay, so the people that are in the VIP group in July had purchased something from us coaches in June or in the beginning of July, because we're trying to give those people that are supporting our business a little extra something. So, and if you are in Chrissy's page or in my page, you can see how we kind of present it. So it's not like you don't get to be a part of this. It's more like, oh, because you had a purchase, you qualified for the VIP experience. So it's very positive. They're really excited. I'm getting great feedback from my ladies that they love the meal plans, which Chrissy and I purchased for the team. So we're putting extra money in as well for those paying customers of all of ours. Okay, so and providing this little coach call or this little challenger call on Sunday nights is also a bonus for those people. But this third week, everybody gets the VIP treatment. Everybody gets the meal plan so they can kind of get a taste as to what it's like. And in the email, if you did not get the email, ask your upline coach to send it to you, because you will all get the VIP email. It explains how, if they want to be part of the boot camp VIP experience in August, they just need to check their orders to see if they had an order in July. Or if they don't, then they can take a look at the little add-on sheets, and there's things from like, I don't know, $15 up, so they can just purchase on any purchase. Chrissy, did you have another? Okay. The next one I'm going to show you. Can you guys see this August?
I was just gonna, Jackie was asking in the chat, she said if she's running, because she runs her own challenges, can she use the VIP meal plans? Absolutely, Jackie. So just keep me aware of who wants the meal plans, and just, you know, reach out to me and I'll keep you on the list of people that get them. But whatever is mine is yours. So yes. Yeah. And you guys can use them if you want it. If you're going to have your own challenges, you can use them, you know, in those challenges for your VIP people.
So you'll want to keep a email list on a spreadsheet or in your email of your customers or your paying customers, and that's an easy invite. So any new customers that you have, I look through my coach back office and I look at everybody that purchased, and I said, hey, last month because of your purchase, you qualified for the bootcamp VIP. Do you want to join us? And it just helps you with retention. That's one of the biggest things with our business. It's not just, hey, buy challenge pack, see you later. Okay, next one. Our team is very caring, supportive. We love our people. We love our team. And that's why our teams are growing so rapidly and people are happy. They stay, they invite massive amounts of people because they're happy. And we want to keep that going. So that means you're always checking in with your people, even if they say no, or not now, or they ghost you because they fell off the wagon and they just need some time. You still need to check in on them, because at some point they're going to be ready to come back. So it's really important to support. Yes, Marcy? Yes, and that's the thing is, you guys, a lot of you are proving cases of don't give up on somebody. Keep following up, because when they're ready, they're ready. Like Jackie, it took 6 years, but we're so glad she's on board. 6 years is a long time to follow up with somebody. So that's commitment, Chrissy. So let's take a look at August real quick, just briefly. You can read it yourself, but you will notice that MBF, our big group, starts on August the 3rd. So we are going to create a new Facebook page for that. Any coaches that are doing MBF that are doing the test group will move into this new Facebook group. And then we're going to do it as a team. You can do MBF Advanced or the regular MBF. So that will start August 3rd. And then our boot camp will traditionally start the second week in August. So we stagger it. So because sometimes the first week's a little overwhelming getting people in there. So we stagger it so that we have a little bit of breathing room. So we're just dealing with MBF people, getting them in there, getting them started, making sure our challengers are okay. Then we move to BOD boot camp. And those are people that could be doing MBF. They can still do the boot camp, but it's usually our people that are doing Lift for other programs that just want accountability and want that support. And then you can again read the themes. We've got our boot camp calls on Sunday night. New coaches, you'll have another meeting on the 6th and the 20th of August, and then you are done with your coach series. And this Send VIP meal plan is just a reminder for you guys. If you have people that are VIPs, I will send you or your coach will send you the email. All you need to do is change your name at the bottom and forward it on to your customers. I made it really easy, or I will be continuing to make it easy for you guys. The last thing is, as you guys are adding coaches, this is for our veteran coaches and our new coaches, because Holly signed a coach and Rebecca, you had Heather's just signed a coach. Oh, that's not it. Okay, this is it. There's a new coach checklist just to, Chrissy has her team name, but this is just the things that you want to do when you add a coach. You'll add them to your team coach page. So add them to team Alpha Omega, if that's your team, or you add them to my team page, and that's their training. That's our kind of team training page. The Fit Mama, this is for all discount coaches or working coaches. So like Jackie said, one of her coaches is probably going to stay a discount coach. Everybody gets into number 2. I should have highlighted that. Everybody goes to Fit Mama Inc. because she does drawings for discount coaches or regular coaches. If you buy Bevy, which I don't think they did the drawing yet, but she'll do raffles and gift cards and prizes and things. And it's a great place to ask questions about products. And then you can just read the list down here. And if you have any questions, this is also going to be in your team page. So you can just pull this up, right, Chrissy? I think you can just pull it up and then check off as you onboard your new coach. Okay. And then the last thing for the MBF, I will post this in our team page. This is just a summary of the pricing packs for MBF. So for current BOD members, these are the options, and these are the options for non-members. It's just an amazing deal. The challenge packs, I'm even talking to my coaches and discount coaches to, if they have a Shakeology order, cancel the Shakeology order, get the MBF pack, because it literally is like for $20 or $30, they get both nutrition programs, they get their Shakeology, and they get the MBF program for like $30. So it is a great deal. And I think that's it for the MBF. Did you have anything else, Chrissy? I did want to share one other thing with everybody.
I was just going to mention that we know that calendar looks, it's a lot, right? It's going to be in the team page, but I hope I'm not putting you on the spot, Tanya. My plan is to post it every Sunday night with a reminder of like, this is what's happening this week and this is what you're inviting to. I'm going to just set them up like the 4 Sundays for the month so that you see it every Sunday. You're reminded like, okay, what's happening this week? What am I inviting to? So
I'm going to do that too. I'm going to wait till Chrissy posts it, and I'm going to copy and paste it into my team page. So my team will have it as well. Okay. Thank you, Chrissy. It's on you. But I will post the calendar in my team page so that you can have, for those that need the bigger picture, you can have that. If you need the Chrissy's smaller vision, then it will be there too. Thanks, Chrissy. Okay.
You're welcome.
The 2 other things real quick. Oh, I already mentioned about the coach call. The last thing is Coach Summit. Right now, it's no longer the $135 price, but it is $150. And I will tell you, I signed up as a coach. I signed up as a coach in the fall, but remember, for those that heard my story today in the coach apprenticeship, I didn't start coaching until about March of 2018. And I missed out on going to Summit in Indy because I was like, I don't know anybody, and I just don't know what Summit is. So when I saw all of the teammates having so much fun at Summit, I bought the ticket like when it went on sale for the next year. I was freaking out. I was like, I'm going to buy this ticket for Indianapolis next year. I have no idea. Am I going to be coaching or not? But this is the thing that I thought is when I got that ticket, I said, I am bound to determine to work my butt off and make it worth going next year because I'm going to go. And I had to meet some new people when I went to the Boston Super Saturday. We usually have Super Saturday events quarterly. I knew nobody. And I actually had an intention to try to find somebody that would room with me. And I finally found some roommates. And so I basically met 2 girls, Meredith and Catherine, and they said I could room with them, and I roomed with them, and we had an absolute blast. So if you're thinking about Summit, it is next year. It's going to be in St. Louis. And it is so fun. You will learn, it's not only fun to be with everybody, but you will learn so much for your business. And last year we had Rachel Hollis, and just to put things into perspective about they put on a show. It's like the Grammys. Well, not really like the Grammys, but I mean, it is like huge. It is massive. It is a big production, and they have wonderful trainings. We had Rachel Hollis, and if you didn't hear, my friend invited me to the Rachel Hollis tour in January after I went to Summit, and the ticket was $1,300. Well, split 2 tickets for $1,300. I'm like, I went to see Rachel Hollis for $140 as part of my package at Summit. So I'm good. Thank you. I'm not going to pay $700 for a ticket, but they do always have an amazing speaker as their highlight. And then they have other additional speakers. So definitely worth it. Something to consider. And we did get hotel rooms. So Chrissy has a room, an extra room. I have an extra room. Our husbands are coming, but I have an extra room. So we have 8 spots. So if you're thinking that you are wanting to go to Summit and you want to reserve a spot, you know, it's first come, first serve. But if you have your ticket, obviously, then we know you're going. So
Tanya, we have the same story. My first year, you don't even know this. My first year, like everyone was going to Summit. I didn't even know what they're talking Summit. I'm like, wow. And then all of a sudden, like I opened my Facebook and everyone's in Vegas together. And I was just like, oh, I want to go to Summit. And I bought my ticket. Like, it was like the biggest fear of missing out of my life. And I bought my ticket, and same thing, like during that summit when it went on sale, I was like, I am going. And then I was like, Matt, I'm going to Nashville next year. And then he was like, I'm going too then. And I was like, okay. But it really is just, I mean, I'm sure like even you just feel it here a little bit of getting together, but it's this times, you know, a million, because you're in the flesh together. And, you know, they just make it very, very special. And doing this, you know, the great thing about this is it's virtual, so you can do it from anywhere. But the tough thing about this sometimes is that it's virtual. So it is important to have that personal touch, you know, get together. We usually do have the Super Saturdays, but those are local. So, you know, our Southern friends probably wouldn't be at the same Super Saturdays as us. So it's like really this one time of year for us to come together. If you're worried about costs, literally the entire thing is a write-off. So,
oh yeah, tax write-off.
Yeah. So it really is an opportunity to, you know, see a city too and get away and be with your team.
So, and just approximate prices. So ticket right now is $150. If you are a new coach, I would shoot for Success Starter because you'll get a free ticket. We've got a number of ladies that are running for that and getting their free, hoping to get their free ticket. Hotel room will be about $200. If you split with 4 people, will be about $225, between $200 and $250 for your total hotel stay for 4 nights, or 3 nights, 4 nights. We usually go the day before because Candace usually has some type of gathering. And then for food, lunch is normally they have these $20 lunch boxes. It's totally worth it because if you're in a big city, food is really expensive. You get a huge meal for $20. That's healthy. By Beachbody. And I always do the meals. You get like 3 box lunches, $20 for each day. And then dinner was normally out, but breakfast I brought like Beach Bar and a Shakeology, and they have a Shakeology bar. So you can keep it in a good budget. And then you just want to bring a little spending money because they have this big store with all this cool clothes and stuff to buy. But if you guys didn't know, Chrissy and I have only met each other for 5 minutes in person. So I haven't even given her a hug.
At Summit.
At Summit. I met her for 5 minutes. So, but now we're like super close.
It might have been 8 minutes.
Okay, maybe 8 minutes.
She didn't know, but I was like, it was like a blind date and she didn't know it. I was like, there she is. I like her. I'm going to talk to her and see if I really do like her. And then I was like, oh, I really do. I even told her, I was like, you're taller than I thought. Like, you're just like, okay.
Tanya was
And
like,
you took
who
that
are you?
well. You took that so well. And I was like, this is meant to be. Like, you know, I just said the worst opening line ever. And she still likes me.
I was totally clueless. Chrissy was like, when you joined that pod, we had a messenger pod. She's like, when you joined that pod, I was like, I knew I liked her. And then she did introduce herself, but I didn't know. There were like so many new people. So I was just like, I don't even know. Like, I think I know you, but I don't really know you. And Chrissy's like, I'm going to talk to you. Yeah. And then now she just told me last week, she goes, I was like stalking you. So
I literally was like, could you be my success part? Could it be her? And it was. See, I knew it.
But she didn't ask me until September.
I take things slow.
Oh, okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions and you want to stay on, you are more than welcome to stay on and ask questions. Chrissy and I will be here for a little bit longer. And then, new coaches, we'll see you on Tuesday. And thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. So Chrissy and I will stay on for a little bit longer if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.
Nice to meet you guys.
I posted a question in the chat. I don't know if you see it.
Oh,
but I'm probably doing this wrong, but I decided to do my own MBF starting on Monday. I was just like, I'm just going to do it on the day one. And I like already have a ton of people that
that's awesome.
But which meal plan do you suggest for MBF?
I suggest, why am I reading it while you're saying it to me? I'm like, hold on, Jackie, I'm reading your question. I think that you should check them both out and see which one, like, I'm already thinking that you might like the 2B a little better because you're more intuitive eating. Mm-hmm. And the containers are, not more rigid, but you know what I'm saying? Like the 2B is a little more like flowy and it's plating it and, so just knowing you, I would say try the 2B mindset and see. I personally do a combo. So like I use my containers to make sure that I eat, I like to make sure that I eat all of the containers, so all the reds, all the yellows, all the greens in the day, but I mostly use my plate I use the 2B plating most of the time, and I love the water method too. So it's really, you really can do, you end up eating basically the same, but it's like how you're thinking about it.
Yeah. I flipped through the book really quick because my MBF challenge pack went to my mom's house. Long story. So she had to then ship it back to me. And so I finally opened it today and I was like, oh, I haven't seen that tracker book before. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. And I'm like so anal like that. And I'm like, ooh, I can write it all down.
I really like the 2B mindset.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into it more because I've been mostly doing either clean week meal plans and then 21 Day Fix, the ultimate portion. And so I usually just use that one.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've been using Ultimate Portion Fix. Is that when I go into my PDFs, it says 21 Day Fix meal planner. Is that UPF?
Yeah. So 21 Day Fix came out is the original program, and it was the containers with the workouts.
Okay.
But she redid just the nutrition part about not quite 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and made just a nutrition plan. And it's more in depth. There's 3 choices with which one you want to follow. If you want to do the regular the time nutrition or carb cycling, which is kind of nice if you attract someone that's into that, you know, that realm of fitness, like maybe they're a former competitor or something and they want to do, they like the carb cycling. And so the videos just go more in depth about how the containers work. You know, it's like more of the why than just like eat this many red and eat this, you know, it's that whole piece of like how she's balancing macros and all of that. So check it out, because now you have it, and it's just a good thing to, like, you know, like you like to learn, so you'll learn a lot. And I really like it. Like some people you'll find like some people try to do 2B mindset and like they need those containers. It's just really like how their brain, you know, how it works.
Like I haven't tried 2B mindset. Sorry to interrupt you, but my biggest problem with food is overeating. And so I love the containers for that reason, because I just, if I didn't have the container, then I'd be like, oh, a spoonful, but then I'd like mound it up to here and then be like, why am I not losing weight? I just did a spoonful that like went on that side of the plate, or like, you know, I need the containers, but I can totally see how a lot of people feel restricted and like, it's too much for the containers. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents.
I like that now, like everyone has the opportunity to try both, because what the containers do, they teach everyone something about their eating. Like a lot of times it's, oh, like my yellow portion is, you know, it's like, oh, that's a serving of, you know, rice or whatever. And then a lot of times they also realize they're not having enough. That's usually like the main things. They're not having enough veggies, right? And they're heavier on the yellow, or their yellow portion is too big. So even when I go back and I'll do the containers, like for 80 day, I did the containers because it was like, that's the plan. And like that first week I was like, oh yeah, that is a serving of sweet potato or pasta or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So I think it's really such a great thing that people can check out both, because there's a lot to learn with, you know, either one.
Mm-hmm. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just remind everybody that if they get the MBF challenge pack, or they do the upgrade digital. Now, if they do the digital upgrade, are they still going to get them? They don't. Okay.
No.
So they just get
it's just, yeah.
Challenge pack.
And as coaches, guys, if you have time, I would kind of listen to the videos, or listen to them. You can even listen to them in the car, just so you can guide people, because they'll tell you, I just can't like measure my food or whatever. And then 2B, I love 2B so much, because I had a lot of food guilt dealing with my Graves' disease from early on. And so when I'm not good with containers and I like overate or whatever, dinner is very much 2B, you know, 3/4 veggie, 1/4 meat, stop eating after dinner. So then I skip right to the 2B, and it just helps me be like, it's okay, Tanya, you know, you had whatever trouble earlier in the day, so I'm just going to jump to 2B. It's just such a great positive program. So it'll be really good for you guys to just learn both. You'll learn so much from both of them. We're really lucky. Anybody else have any questions or? No? Okay.
I was going to say too, I was going to mention that we're going to open the MBF group pretty early in the week, right, Tanya?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Probably
you have people,
I might, yeah, maybe we'll just even create it before we go out of town.
we could open it for Monday, because then I was just thinking that anyone that you have that's like, yes, I'm going to do it, you can pop them right in there on, you know, send them their share card and then pop them in the group Monday, introduce them. And it will encourage them to do their share cart and get going with us with prep and everything else. So why don't we get that open for Monday?
Yeah, the prep post will start on Monday.
Yeah.
I have a question about that. Are you guys who are doing MBF right now, are you going to do MBF or are you going to do MBFA?
I think it's split.
So we can really just pick whatever.
Yeah, I have one girl that's going to repeat MBF. I think I'm going to jump to MBFA just to give it a try, and then I can talk about it just to help other people. Maybe we'll see. Yeah,
I'm going to do MBFA because that's how I am.
Yeah,
I'm like, another challenge? Okay, another challenge. You know, so if like I can't just not do it while other people, it's like I'm going to do that too.
the other thing that we want to say is if you're doing MBF, if any of you new coaches are doing MBF and want to do, or the BOD boot camp, or maybe you're doing both, we would love to teach you guys how to post and how to schedule posts. It's very easy. And you know, we can baby step you into it. If you're not ready, that's totally fine, but that option's always there. Just message us, hey, I'd love to help post, you know, a day or whatever. So you are always welcome. This is your group as much as it our group.
And in the MBF group, we're using the guide that they give us. So you're literally just going to copy and paste it with the picture, and in the Facebook groups as well as the BOD groups, you can schedule it. So you don't have to be, you know, like up at 6 a.m. if you're like me. You can just schedule it for 6 a.m. and then people think you're up.
Well, you find a time.
Then you wake up at 7:45 and Tanya has sent you 2 or 4 messages at 6 a.m. with a lot of energy.
That sounds about
Tanya,
right.
you're usually the first person I talk to in the morning. Like, I'm like, okay, yes. It's like a lovely way to, like, you're so positive and, you know.
Wait, so Chrissy, you're saying that there's stock images we're supposed to use?
Yes, only in your private groups.
We're not supposed to do that.
That is really good too. That's actually, so the morning post, like, that's more important than, yes. Absolutely make sure that you're being a challenger in your group too.
Yes. I want to give a shout out to Kim though. So she literally just started coaching. And I was like, I messaged her, maybe what was it, Saturday or Sunday, and I was like, hey, do you want to take on Clean Week? Like, do you just want to run it?
She threw me in there, just threw me right in.
She was like, I'm like, oh, you'll be fine. Just schedule them. You'll be great.
That's awesome.
Yes. But see what I was saying at the beginning about just doing it, like, Kim, do you already feel like more confident from just taking the action and doing it?
I completely freaked out when she told me to go ahead and take the reins, because I was also out of state at my in-laws on vacation, and I was driving back and I thought I was going to miss a full day. So I thought I was going to be posting everything at like 10 o'clock at night and being completely behind. But, you know, and before I posted to Facebook. I'm not huge on social media, so all of this has been very new to me and really, really outside my comfort zone. But I had no idea how to schedule posts. I had no idea how to do any of that stuff. And I'm like, okay, what am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. So she had to walk me through and hold my hand on a couple posts. But after that, it got much easier and I can actually sleep at night.
Yes. See? It is a learn by doing business. You know, and this is very hard for someone who like needs all the information first, because you'll never get that plane off the ground, you know, because there's so much information. Like there's so many things, like I still forget, and I'm like, what is it about this or that? And I have to ask somebody or FAQ it or whatever. So, you have a good mentor right there. Just getting her going. Perfect.
And she's killing it. So.
Yes, I know. I saw in the coach apprenticeship that you posted, so I went to your page to read your post, and then I'm going and I'm like, whoa. And just you're sharing different parts of you. Like, I think, was it you that had like some zucchini that you grew? Okay. And then you had something funny about working out. Like, you got it. Like you, it's not just this one thing. It's, you know, I feel like I know you a little bit, you know, just from reading 4 or 5 posts on your page. So
Fun fact, that was my first time doing Facebook stories. So I'm learning like everything.
oh, that's awesome. I didn't see the story.
Mm-hmm.
The stories are fun because they go away.
Mm-hmm.
So have fun in your stories, you know, do like a little bit more of what maybe you're holding back with on your page that someone can look up in 5 years, because, you know, the story disappears. It's like, all right, 24 hours. I'm just going to do it. There is that little bit of freedom there.
Yes, my story today should be very entertaining if you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't. I usually watch stories at night. Like,
I almost break a glass with my bod rope. No,
you got bod ropes? I don't have bod ropes. I ordered on the first day, guys.
Oh, I just got mine today.
You
I have
got
them too,
them?
Chrissy.
You got them separately, Holly?
No, I got everything. I just got my pack today. So I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Was it in a challenge pack?
Yes. Yep.
I am going to call Carl.
Right now.
I ordered on the first day, July 7th. I got my challenge pack, but my bod ropes aren't in it.
Oh, so mine was all together.
Really?
Did
Yes.
it
Stinks.
did it say yours are back ordered, Chrissy?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
it did. Okay, because I was wondering
But
if
Holly got hers
I know.
today.
Did I do the 7th too? I think I did.
Oh.
I think I
yeah,
ordered.
yeah, you did. You did. I got
It
mine
must
too a couple days
How
ago.
You got yours like last week though, right?
Yeah, I got mine last week. And then I know Carrie Arsenal in the group, well, in my pod, she posted a picture. She was so excited. She got hers today too. So
I'm gonna give you some positivity about all this mayhem with shipping and customer service and everything. It is rough right now. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It's not good. There's a lot of things going on, but this is the good news. When I started, it was like this, and people were explaining it to me that when I started, 21 Day Fix launched like 2 weeks after I started. So it was the biggest thing. Like, it just blew Beachbody out of the water, the 21 Day Fix. And this is what was going on. Like, the chats you waited, you know, shipping got delayed. The customer service wasn't great because they had to hire people really quickly, more people to do customer service. But I promise you it's going to get better. And this is the positive part. It's a really good sign because we are growing super, super fast right now. Like, there's a huge, I mean, every time I go in, there's something that it's like, oh, now vegan recover's out of stock. But that means that a ton of people are buying it. A ton of people are joining us. So just remember that piece. And I have noticed the customer service is a little bit better. Like yesterday, I didn't wait too long. And also they were like very accommodating and like apologetic and making sure I was okay. So I was like, all right, someone is talking to these people and telling them.
I went on at 7 this morning and I was 9th in line at 7.
wow.
Yeah.
It
One
didn't
time,
take that long, but it was maybe like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
But at 7, first thing this morning.
one time I was like 300 and something.
Oh God, that's
Yeah.
way worse than
But
9.
it's not, I just want you to know, before COVID-19, this was not the case. We had very good customer service, excellent shipping. And the shipping thing is, you know, they're social distancing. They're obeying lots and lots of rules, criteria, keeping them safe as well. So that is the issue with the shipping. But yeah, I mean, the bod ropes, like, we sold out of bod ropes, like on day 2. Like, we are growing like crazy. So just know that and stick through it. And, you know, you can complain
There's one other thing I wanted to
about
say.
it.
There's one other thing I wanted to say, you know, and sometimes people are like, oh, well, everybody's doing Beachbody, or I have coaches that say, well, everybody knows doing Beachbody. But the thing is like a lot of those people doing Beachbody that you may know may not even have a coach. Like Holly has been asking, right?
Like I think I've got 4 people.
That switched over to her.
4 people that didn't have a coach. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had a coach, but they didn't know about it.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And it's good too, because there's so, like, you know, you want someone, you want to be connected if you know the person, like, you know, I'm always like, go, you know, so it's probably that they signed up and it was someone they got assigned to and that they never, you know, reached out to or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Carl Dyke, Carl is our CEO. He referenced this at Summit, like the joke at the beginning of the night on the closing thing was it about shipping or customer service?
I think it was about shipping.
It was about shipping, but you know, he knows, and he's on it. Like, he's really good at what he does. So it'll get better, but
It will.
I just want to touch on one quick point about what Angie, you're still on, I think. I don't see.
Yes,
it, I think
I'm
you're-
here.
Okay. So Angie, you were saying like you're still having trouble with the coaching part, but you're also moving. What I want to tell you guys is at the beginning, Chrissy will tell you, like, I was in my own way all the time. I was always like questioning why, oh, well, this girl doesn't really talk to me. I'm not going to invite her to stuff. Or I haven't seen this person in 20 years. I'm not going to invite them to whatever. Do you know, I literally like sit on my phone now if I'm starting a new challenge group and I hit that blue invite button and I invite like 500 people because I don't care anymore. Like, because the whole thing is what I just said to Kim. We did like a little training session. Is I said, like, if I didn't invite you, you wouldn't have started. And so, like, I think the whole thing is just get out of your own way and stop like questioning whether or not this person cares if you invite them. Do you know how many groups I get invited to every single day? I think in one day yesterday, I was invited to like 7 Color Street groups, like nail groups. I'm like, well, I already have 2 sellers that I'm a part of their group. So I had to decline. But that's the beauty of an invite on Facebook. It's not personal. Like, it's like you get invited, you say no. Who cares? Like, nobody cares that you invite them to this group. And then if they see it, like, I literally, after I just invited all the hundreds of people on my friends list, I got a message from one of my husband's college friends, and he showed me a picture of him on the scale, and he had gained 27 pounds since COVID started. And he goes, I need your help.
Yeah.
Fun. Like, how do you know that somebody needs help unless you invite them? So
Right.
I think that's kind of my point, was just stop getting, like, don't get in your way. Like, get out of your own way. Stop questioning if this person is going to say yes. Who cares? Just invite them. Like, there's no big deal about inviting
And
people.
like the whole idea about, oh, I haven't talked to them in 20 years. All of the people, not all of them, but like a chunk of people in my inbox, like the first like 5 people, are people who messaged me being like, and some of these people I'm like, it's not, we haven't talked since high school. I'm like, I don't think I talked to you in high school. Like, and you know, it just, I'm like, why? I don't even know. I think we're friends because during the coach apprenticeship, I went, and just like invited everyone I know to be my friend. But they're like just coming out of the woodwork being like, you're motivating me so much. And I'm really shy on social media, but I just want you to know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wow, you know, so my point is, like, I should have probably invited them already, but I was being awkward about it. Like, they won't remember who I am, you know, and who cares? Because they don't remember my locker was 3 lockers away from them. That's okay. It's fine.
Yep. And then the second point too, Angie, is I don't know if you started your free fit community yet. And I think that that's such a bonus piece, because Kim and I were just talking about this, is that I don't blast my Beachbody stuff on my main page. I put it in my stories, and I put it in my Beachin' with Jackie group. And that group, again, I invited people to the Beachin' with Jackie when I first started, because I was like, I don't want to blast it all over my main page. So
Yeah, I
if you
haven't
say,
started a group yet. I guess I need to do
like
that.
that might be another good piece, because remember, like you might feel like, oh, not everybody wants to see my Beachbody stuff. So that way, if they say yes to your free fit community, like whatever you want to call it, like Get Healthy with Angie or whatever you want to call it, that way it's like all in one place, and they already said yes. So you don't have to feel like you're getting in their face all the time, because they said yes. So guess what?
So a question about the free fit community, is that the same, or do you have the same thing for the, sorry, it's going to sound like a real noob question because I am a newbie, but the bod groups thing that they keep talking about in the training videos, do you use the same information for both, or how does that work?
So the bod boot, okay, so your free fit community, so my free fit community has like loads of people. They're not all Beachbody. Every coach can determine what they want to do. So your fit community can be just your customers and your coaches. I choose to just invite everybody. I have a hydrate challenge, and I tell those people in the group, hey, bring your friends. If we're gonna hit 2,000 bottles of water, we need more people, invite. And so they bring all those people to my free fit community. And then I do a hydrate challenge once a month, and I do a mini challenge, another mini challenge during the month, just to keep those people going. And then, like Jackie says, then I can tell them about all the Beachbody stuff that's coming out. I can call it by name. On our personal page, and this is stuff we'll go over with our new coach call on Monday or on Tuesday, is that we do curiosity marketing. So we try not to say Beachbody or muscle burns fat. We can do that every once in a while. Yes, people know that I'm a Beachbody coach, but we don't plaster it everywhere, because what happens, I do a coach call or a Beachbody post. I mean, a coach post or a Beachbody post daily, but you may not even can tell that it is. It's talking about my transformation very subtly, but it was through coaching. But we don't we don't call things by name all the time, because what happens is I've had people say, oh my gosh, you were so inspiring. I went on and I bought that MBF pack, and I'm doing it. I've been doing it for 2 weeks. And you're like, oh my gosh, you got assigned another coach. And, and they're like, what? I got assigned another coach. I'm like, yes, Beachbody randomly picks, gives you a coach if you don't sign up with somebody. And it's no extra cost. So then you want people to basically come. Curiosity marketing is basically getting those people to come ask you questions. Hey, what is that? You said that's a metabolism boosting workout. Like, what is that? And then you can just talk and share about it. And I know Jackie uses the Beachbody links as well. So, and you can do that as well. And the thing about, I started off adding tons of people, but there was one time Facebook put me in jail because I added 200 people, boom, 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 boom. So I don't do that anymore, because I got kicked off for like a week. I could not add anybody to any group. They put me in jail.
That happened to me with Instagram. And the more annoying thing about it was that I wasn't adding people. I was deleting like old accounts that I don't follow, because I look like a loser. I follow like 2,000 accounts, and there are like 500 people who follow me. So I was like, no, everyone's going to be like, she's suspect. So I started deleting all of them. And then all of a sudden it was like, you can't use Instagram for 3 days. But it didn't tell me how long. So I just kept going back and being like, can I like something? Like, it was awful.
Yeah. So sometimes that happens. So that's just a warning, but definitely you can go for it and see if you stay out of jail or not. If anybody has to leave, feel free. I'm going to actually go tuck my kid in bed. But anyways, thank you so much for joining us, and message, if you have questions. Yeah. Okay, guys?
Thank you.
Did you finish the recording, Tanya?
I'm going to turn it off now.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
Did
I
you
gotta
guys
go
want to stay
to-
on?
and